That's quite an arsenal you've got there.
Arsenal? What? Why'd you ask this of Gara? Business is none of yours.
I'm not here to make trouble. What do you plan to do with all this?
I present as gift to Ravis. Great tribute, yes?
Tribute? You mean you want to join the Raiders?
Join the Raiders, yes. No more prospecting, no longer others saying weak of Gara. Much glory and blood with Ravis.
The Raiders are dangerous, and not known to strike deals.
Danger, eh? Gara gorge self on danger. Gara live for thrill of kill. But you are not killer like Gara. You are deaf to the call of battle.
All right. You do not want to join the Raiders.
Gara doesn't want to join the Raiders.
The Raiders are unreliable. It's too dangerous to bargain with them.
Yes. Raiders are not to be trusted. Too dangerous for Gara. No, deal is off. Too risky. Contraband. Here. You take. Gara no wants.
All right, then. Are you just gonna leave all this here?
You takes contraband. Gara gets rid of rest. Too risky for keeps. You here still. You takes contraband. You leave.
All right, got it.
This is all a big misunderstanding. Honest, you gotta let me go.
Oh, yeah? Why should we?
I can be of use to you. Yeah, that's it. Whatever you want. I'm your frog.
Oh, we'll see. Boss is looking for something. Find it, or we'll find you.
Too risky. No dealings with Ravis.
Let's go, BD.
Forgive the sore greeting, lad. I'm always on edge when fishing for the finger-lipped garpon.
What a name.
And fierce as they come. But that doesn't deter the poachers. The poor garpon, despite its rarity, is a delicacy for the black of heart and the rumbly of belly. In we go! Ah, did you see that beauty? Two plump fins, a fine complement of glands, a scrumptious, varicose tongue.
Fishing on an empty stomach, Scuba?
Hey, I can't succumb to the passions of the stomach. The garpon must live. I'd better get me mind off it. Spin your tail. The tale continues. When we last spoke, I warned of the grapnel's arrival. That great ship came descending on us like an anchor cutting the deep. Ne'er a more fearsome ship did you clap by on. She was sharp, like a fish, like the nose of a bony fish. She had 3 great claws. Aye, the landing gear, but when her great jaws parted... Aye, the loading ramp. Will you hush and let Scuba tell the story? Her great jaws parted, disgorging her dread crew. A more vile pack of fisherfolk you never did see. And led by the vilest of them all, Captain One-Yick Wet. The bearded bezel-less bat that he intended to fish in our waters. Trophy hunters they were, in search of the most rare catches. Well, we Sakavians refused. We had the great famine to contend with, see? Every fish was precious. But the ferocious captain didn't care for our troubles. With a belch, he produced from his creel a mighty harpoon. Wait, cried wee Scuba, hopping off of his rock. I know these waters like the taste of my own tongue. There'll be few fish beneath yon ice. But, continued I, if you take me with you, and if you leave my village be, I could show you how to coax the rarest of fishes onto your line. Aye. The dread captain stroked his briny beard. After a long moment, he held out his hand and grinned most terribly. Lad, said he, you be in luck. I'll be requiring another for me crew, one who knows the curve of the sea. Oh, Cal, if I could only go back to that moment when I shook Captain Wet's rigid hand. If only I'd never stepped off my wee rock. But my encounter with Undan had given me a taste for the unknown. I couldn't resist the call of adventure, and I had to save my people. So, I left with the grapnel, thinking the business done. I would be a fisher for Captain Wet. Of course, my adventure had only begun. For just when the grapnel hit orbit...
More trouble, I take it?
Ah, but I've havered on long enough. And come back another time and I'll tell you more.
two had any run-ins with the raiders?
They wouldn't dare.
And we don't do much running.
But I do hate what they've done to this outpost.
I hate how they're always rooting through our outpost scrap heaps.
I hate how they scream all the time.
You haven't had your beauty sleep in months.
Looking at you, you haven't had beauty sleep in the past 100 cycles.
What?
Hey, Cal. Good to see you.
Private table.
All right, then.
Whoa, easy, Grok. Sorry about my friend here. He's just a little guarded.
Yeah, I get it.
Name's Dana. You might say my partner and I have a talent for turning opportunity into profit.
I'm Cal. This is BD.
Noisy little thing.
We're thinking of heading to Dredger Gorge. Ever been?
Once or twice. I'd be careful out there. That's gang turf.
Gang turf?
Grok! Sure it ain't that bad.
The hell I'm risking my neck on gang turf.
Hey, it was great meeting you, Cal. Got some business to discuss with my old pal here.
Come on, BD.
See you when I see you.
How'd you two meet anyway?
All started with this merc crew I joined. Brock had been recruited a few months earlier.
On account of my good looks.
That's right. And me on account of being the smoothest thing since Hut Blubber. Anyways, things were good until our outfit tried to pull one over on the Empire. So
We took off and started our own thing. The rest of the outfit ended up dead or in prison.
With the cart, Brock. I was telling it.
Kid doesn't need our whole life story.
Point is, Brock and I realized that we're better off just the two of us.
You know the feeling.
How you doing?
Who taught you to hunt, Mosey?
Well, I grew up in a large family. My siblings and I competed with one another. For attention, praise, food sometimes. Had to be the strongest to stand out.
Sounds intense.
Yeah, Mama was hardest on me. Always pointing out a mistake, criticizing my techniques.
That must have toughened you up.
It likely did, but I've come to resent it. Probably the reason why I flung myself here.
I barely knew my parents.
Yeah. Well, that ain't always a bad thing now, is it? Watch yourself out there.
You do the same, Mosey.
You know, we solder on some better converters, and we could double the price. That's over 1,000 credits, all for one job. Eh? That's what you say to creds? You got some stash I don't know about? Didn't think so. 1,000 split 2 ways, right down the middle. You can't turn that down. Well?
You really think 1,000?
Haha, I knew it. I knew you'd grow some sense. At least 1,000. And that's just the beginning, old man. Haha.
Looks like I've met your whole crew, Cal. The old crew, that is. Seemed like there was some tension between you and Seer, huh?
It's always a little strange seeing someone after being apart for years.
Don't have too many people like that in my life. That probably says more about me than you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's just me and Kata. And that's about as much as I can handle these days. The more people in your life, the more you can lose. You know? Don't forget about that shattered moon. Cordova seems to think it was important.
Good call.
Might just be Grease's stew talking, but this place is beginning to grow on me.
A bartender's job is never done.
What's your academy like?
Oh, amazing. Every building is partially suspended with repulsors. The campus looks like it's floating over the ground. It's magical.
It sounds like a hard place to leave behind.
It was, but things were changing. Looking down, you used to see nothing but nature. The ground is covered in ferrocrete now, all part of an Imperial control zone. Hey.
Do you ever miss the glory days, Cal? The cut and thrust, the rough and tumble.
It sounds like every day. Not that it's glorious.
Well, I certainly had some glorious years. I'm sure I never told you about the incident over at Munilinst.
Don't think you did.
I was personally escorting a shipment of, let's call it a sensitive luxury product. Unfortunately, we were accosted by a customs longship. Defense had failed to update our transponder codes and our vessel was marked. Well, push comes to shove, and we were boarded. I've got 3 customs officers waving blasters under my nose, so what do? I throw on the waterworks. Oh, Cal, you cannot imagine. I'm swearing up and down about everything from past marriages to lower back pain. Almost work, too. But one pesky officer decided to kick open a shipping container full of the slightly incriminating powder.
Guess the jig was up.
Oh, Cal, you're looking at a professional. I told them that they were looking at the ashes of 1,000 ritually cremated Sereno war heroes. And by the stars, they bought it. The inspectors actually bought it. That, Cal, is why I'm here instead of rotting in a Munilinst work camp. See you around, Cal.
There's more music to find out there, Cal.
I want to hear? Okay, let's listen. So what'd you do before you came here?
I used to perform in a medicine show. I was required to dress in garish outfits and read fortunes, while others would scam the audience.
That sounds a little demeaning.
Yes, but the experiences we carry always have a use, Sojourner. When I arrived on Kobo, I noticed a charlatan trying to swindle someone with fool's priorite.
How'd you know?
He wore long sleeves in the heat.
Sleight of hand, huh? I saw a merchant on Corellia do that.
An old trick. Well, I stopped the sale, and Doma has been grateful ever since.
And the swindler?
Tried the trick on the Raiders, so I hear, and sealed his fate.
Well, you seem to be making the most of this management opportunity.
It's like they say, Big Wheel. There's only one way to train a deep space pilot.
What's that?
Send them a bad hyperspace chart and hope they've got brains.
Indeed. If only business were as simple as hyperspace navigation.
If only.
Sojourner, you smell of smoke and sand.
I should take another shower then. Talk to you later, Tulok.
There he is. Got your first target lined up. Looks like some Hexian hack named Kip Oster has been slinking around Dredger Gorge. This guy likes to catch his prey off guard, so watch your back.
Thanks for the tip.
Thank me when you turn in his bounty puck. Listen, now that we're partners...
Partners, huh?
Business associates, best buds, call us whatever you will. Point is, our relationship is an investment. And we've got bigger fish to fry than these Raider hacks.
I'll get to those bounties. But if my friends are in trouble, they take priority.
You're gonna get killed with that attitude, Cal. But on a certain level, I can respect it. Go on now, I'm busy.
You ever leave this booth?
Thinking about it. Wouldn't hold your breath, though. Like what you see? I should charge double. You have to admit, that's not bad. You know you're gonna buy it, so just buy it. Falling asleep here, Cal.
This one.
Wanting to get that off my hands.
So why don't you go down the road?
You know why, old man. My leg's no good.
That accident was 6 stinking years ago.
And I haven't walked straight since.
You seem fine.
What are you, a med droid? Listen, I got it all worked out. I run the scans, you snatch the score. So you in, or what? Great, great. You think you just go right ahead and think. Oh, coot.
Barkeep, have you noticed that fragrance? It's like a pack of skermites colonized a day spa.
Ah, that, yeah. I'm afraid we found ourselves downwind of Turgle during his pheromone cycle. 100 sensors.
Did you just say pheromone cycle?
Not to worry. I'm planning on springing for a new recirculator.
Thank goodness. You know, I could score you one for as little as 70% market.
Oh, that's mighty kind of you. But I already got a line on a recirculator for half even.
Half? Impossible. You don't have that kind of network.
I'm no stranger to the discount market, big wheel.
Let's make this interesting, shall we? 50 credits to whoever finds the best price.
To the victor go the spoils, and the loser's got to convince Turtle to hit the refresher more often.
Oh, that's hardly fair. You haven't done a nose.
400 olfactory sensors and a vivid imagination. Wouldn't be the first time Turtles kept me up nights.
What skills do you need to be a good bartender?
Oh, the usual. Multitasking, good memory, the gift of the gab, not to mention the mixology itself. You see, the better the drinks, the happier the clientele, which means, of course, the more they talk. And the more they talk, the more I learn about what makes them tick.
Sounds a little...
manipulative? I suppose. But I'm only picking up what they're freely putting down. Hey, sport, can't chat now. Keeping an eye on those two treasure hunters who just showed up. Remember to relax every now and then, will you? Too much tension in the coils is bad for the joints. You can catch my drift.
Glad you came around to it.
It made me make a fetching first impression. Have a mind to give it a third scrubbing. Cleaning the filter, you think someone tried to cram a moss to a sip?
Cannot hear that. Holding up okay?
Fine, thanks. It's not the first time this frontier has been terrorized by marauders, you know. But once more, the noble Jedi Knights rise to the occasion.
Appreciate the Nazi, but we should watch the whole noble knight stuff.
Yes, of course. Good luck tracking down those leads, and please, do let me know if you find anything.
Stay safe. Keep an eye out for more raiders.
Oh, I will. May the Force be with you, Cal. Does any of this interest you? swiftness is a virtue. Yes, that's worthy of your attention. My, just look at it.
I'll take it.
I hope this will assist you. Return anytime. I'll be here. Cal, I've got a question for an accomplished warrior like yourself. Say your enemies are closing in fast, with blasters drawn and murder in their eyes.
Okay.
What do you do?
I focus on the moment and trust my training. Overthinking what will happen can make you freeze up.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But the most important thing is to know what you're fighting for.
My life?
Well, that's a start.
I wish I could be a fearless warrior like you. But I can't, so I'm glad you're around.
Hey, Zig. What's going on?
Enjoying the view. Not often we get this much of a crowd of pilots. Hey there.
If you need a hand, we're an oasis in the sand. And if you're dying of thirst, well, our drinks, they ain't the worst. And if you're running from a blaster, better run a little faster. Run to Pyloon Saloon, and we hope we see you soon.
Hey, kid. I got some bad news on our favorite Ordo Eris fanatic.
I already know Sork Tormos put a fresh bounty on my head.
You do?
One of your regulars clued me in on his game. She's been keeping tabs on the Haxian brood, so this time we've got the jump on him.
You figure that guy would let things go by now. Not now, Cal. I'm pretty sure Monk reorganized my entire spice rack. I don't know exactly what he changed, but I don't hate it. Huh. Could he actually know what he's doing? After being back on the Manus, this saloon is looking filthy by comparison. Maybe some cleaning will help.
Hey, boss, you think we've got a shot at negotiating with the Bedlam Raiders over a couple of drinks?
I don't think these raiders are the reasonable
What if those drinks were poison?
Now we're talking.
Do you take my place, Ash?
You can try.
Great. Do you know about Sony throat intonations?
Deep cuts. Aren't those only performed underwater?
Exactly. I was reading that they use the low-frequency band as a carrier wave for deep-sea telemetry. Can you imagine? We could try to decode it in atmosphere.
I'm gonna be straight with you, Tilla. Folks here are not gonna appreciate that.
Oh.
But hit me up if you have other suggestions, yeah?
Great. Yeah, I will hit you up.